Well, hello everyone. We're back. A quick turnaround from yesterday, especially for those of us, those of you that were there for the Bellator card. And I remember seeing all over social media and mostly over Twitter. I know most of you guys aren't on Twitter. That's for whatever reason. That's the losing social media platform I decided to pick, I guess. But I'm seeing all this stuff in the MMA community about how Bellator just puts on these, these cards that just don't stack up to the UFC's cards, and then we lose our main event with Derrick Lewis and Sergey Spivac. Talk about an unpredictable sport. Just absolutely wild. What's going on, Robert Kerrigan? Yeah, thanks for putting that on the Facebook page, man. I appreciate you taking that over. What's up, RMC? Yes, cheers. I'm still with the water today. Early. I'll grab a beer later, though. I was thinking of PBR Street Gang. I don't know if he's in here yet, but I was like, I have not had a PBR in a long time. That's always like your cheap go-to, and I was like, man, I'm gonna get me a PBR. I haven't had one of those in a long time. About a 6-pack of PBR, and yeah, I've always thought they were a decent beer. Stephen Crumley, why cancel? Just now had notification. Much love from Tennessee again, bud. Hey, much love back to you, buddy. So Derrick Lewis has had an undisclosed medical injury. We're kind of still awaiting, sounds like more details, but he's had to pull out of it. I just tuned in 31 minutes ago. I tuned on in at 12:30, and that 12:30 Pacific exactly. That's what I see happen on my screen, and within 30 seconds, I'm getting a text from Robert saying, holy shit, did you see that Derrick Lewis versus Spivac's been canceled? So, yeah, we're still kind of waiting to see what his medical issue was. I'm glad I didn't waste the gas to go down to the casino, I guess, because I was going to place a bet on him straight up. Ahmed Sandoval, what's going on? Derrick Lewis had to pull out from an undisclosed medical issue. So we're not sure exactly what happened yet. So it's like, yes, unfortunate for Sergey Spivac, but he already had to cut weight, but he's not going to have to fight. He's going to get his show money, at least his show money. He might get a little something extra, I'm not sure. But for Spivac, he's probably going to come out a decent amount richer. Because like I said, he'll get his show money, and then he's going to get, whether it be Derrick Lewis in a week or two, or somebody else, he'll get a quick turnaround fight. We just got to hope that, it's nothing serious with Derrick Lewis. And maybe the pressure got to Lewis. That's kind of what I was thinking about. Not COVID related, as all the commentary said. Yeah, and they just addressed it again. I'm listening to Michael Bisping, Paul Felder. Address it now, and it's still, there's no more details than there were a little while ago. 3 losses back to back, job on the line, etc. Well, that would have been 3 losses, yeah. And I could definitely see that kind of pressure getting to anyone. I felt like Derrick was starting to have that anxiety that some fighters get as they get older. I really feel like I've seen it bad in Donald Cerrone. And I'll tell you who I think I've seen it recently in as well. Dustin Poirier and I think it affected his fight against Michael Chandler early on. Somehow he was still able to pull it together and, defeat a tough Michael Chandler. So props to him. But, I do feel like it was an issue. And then the other guy that I really don't think is coming back, and is probably going to surprise a lot of people, but I think is Conor McGregor. I think Conor McGregor has, I think he's put so much pressure on himself that, a lot of the anxiety of getting into the cage and things I think it's really gotten to him. But of course, that's total speculation. I do not know exactly what happened with Derrick Lewis. When we do hear an official diagnosis, I almost guarantee you that they will not say it was anxiety related. It could be, they could say rapid heartbeat, something like that. But when you're going through a training camp, there's, especially when an older heavyweight, a guy that's carrying around, probably he's lighter than he used to be, but he's got to be walking around still at 280 pounds. There's going to be probably 4 or 5 little nagging injuries that were already there that you're going to be able to use as, I don't want to say an excuse, but they're legitimate things that were there that wouldn't have stopped the fight by themselves, but it might be the only explanation we ever get, if indeed it ended up being anxiety-induced. Sucks, man. There's only 3 rounds now. I hate when I lose rounds or fights on card. Well, yeah, and we still have a 5-fight main card, so they moved this Charles Johnson versus Zhumagulov up to the main card. It looked like they kind of slowed down the prelim a little bit. I tuned it in right for the end of that Jennifer Maia fight, which looked like they were really banging. But I was taking a nap after work during the prelim with this early start. What's up, PR? Yes, thank you. Yeah, I seen over 15K now. So that was a nice surprise. Bellator streams, they always outperform UFC streams significantly, just because I've kind of came to grips with that. The other half of it is like, okay, so I have to figure out how to get the views somewhere else. That part of it, I haven't rectified yet, but, a big part of that is doing the big cards like Bellator and ONE FC, which unfortunately those two were running at the same time. We've had some pretty successful BKFC nights. That Bellator Rising card, I'm hoping that's going to be a big boon. And it's exciting fights. It's exciting that there's great events out there, even outside of the UFC, that people want to see. So it just shows that I think the sport's strong. It's spot on about seeing that look on Donald Cerrone and Derrick Lewis having that deer on headlights look before the fights. Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's similar. Yeah, I could be completely wrong about the whole thing with Derrick, but it does seem like it. Watching card from beginning, they were showing highlights of Derrick Lewis and Spivac. I think illness just happened. Because when you tuned in, Mike, was first time they announced. Yeah, and he could have been warming up in the back. Who knows? Maybe he was warming up in the back, and I'm assuming he didn't trip on something, because I think they would have just told us with something like that. But, he could have started having rapid heartbeat, went to the hospital or something. Years back, decades back, you had the situation with Muhammad Ali. I believe it was a day before a fight, and his heart rate was so fast they were saying that they didn't know that they didn't think he was going to be able to fight the next day. They're like, hey, if he doesn't bring his heart rate down, he's not going to be able to fight. And of course, that was a little different kind of situation. That was, he was hyping himself up and just really trying to get it in other people's heads, and it may have been a bit fabricated. A lot of the show with Ali was as much spectacle as it was reality, and I love him for all of it. Yeah, it's a three main now. You just can't take fighters that have been training for a 3-round fight. And I mean, I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but you should not take fighters that have been training for a 3-round fight and throw them in a 5-rounder last minute. I don't think that's fair to the fighters, and it may not be healthy depending on whatever consideration they have. Here's Charles Johnson warming up, former LFA flyweight champion. And his opponent Zalgas, or you see him coming down. He had a like a big wrist strap thing, and it said Anthony Rumble Johnson. So that's good for him. Nice that paying respects to Anthony Rumble Johnson. We paid respects to him last night, and we'll continue to. It's a horrible situation that that he lost his life and too early. All right, first fight of the day, though, we got Zhalgas Zhumagulov, 3 years older at 34. Charles Johnson, 5 inches taller at 5'9". And Charles Johnson will have a 3.5-inch reach advantage at 70 inches. For the bettors out there, Charles Johnson a -170 favorite. Zhumagulov a +145 underdog. If you're gonna bet an underdog on this card, I think Zhumagulov is the strongest one I've seen. In my opinion, Roberts could be diarrhea. Could be. All right, out of the blue quarter, 0-3 is an underdog. I didn't realize that. Representing Itobi, Kazakhstan, 14 wins against 7 losses. Zhalgas Zhumagulov. Patricky's a little brother who tell buddies, leave me alone, or my big brother will beat you up, right? All right, and out of the red corner, representing St. Louis, Missouri, a -170 favorite, 11 wins against 3 losses, Charles Johnson. And the referee is Keith Peterson. Did his hair a poodle groomer? I seen that. Got his hair cut at PetSmart. Oh my God, yeah. Charles got a little poof of purple hair on the back of his head only, like a little poodle. Looks like a local merchant of the Pride Parade. Oh, that's great. Outside leg kick early from Zhumagulov and another. Yeah, Zhumagulov attacking the legs early, inside and outside. Man, you can really tell the difference between the Apex. Last night we were watching Bellator and you had the full crowd though. And we have the Apex here and it's just silence. Oh, nice body kick there from Johnson, but a good outside leg kick. Nice left hook from Zhumagulov, who's a fast starter. Good inside leg kick from Zhumagulov. And an eye poke from Johnson early in the fight here. Oh, and Johnson saying it was his tape. Well, they're saying not illegal. They're saying he shouldn't get this time then. I don't know what the rules are, but shouldn't you get some time if the tape if your opponent's tape pokes you in the eye, that seems like similar to like slipping on water in the cage or something. Well, I can definitely think why Zhumagulov thought it was a poke to the eye. So it was a palm, and it sounds like, yeah, that the tape got in the eye. They're going to keep it going. They're going to have to restart the time clock here. Tape from the palm, not a legal strike. Yeah, definitely not illegal on Johnson's part. I don't disagree with Zhumagulov getting time for the tape, though, because it's not technically supposed to be part of the weapon, but yeah, I don't know. Good front kick to the body there from Johnson. Outside leg kick and a kick to the body. Good 1-2 from Zhumagulov. Nice left hook to the body. Zhumagulov's so fast. And a nice inside leg kick from Zumi. And just call him Zoom because the guy's just a ball of lightning. Good left hook to the body there from Zoom. And a good inside leg kick. And that 3.5-inch reach advantage, he's used to being 5'4". He's been 5'4" for a long time. He knows how to get inside that range. Good body kick there from Johnson. But Zhumagulov pushed him to the ground temporarily. And a nice 1-2 from Zoom. Johnson continued to land those body kicks, but he needs to find a way to slow this fight down, whether it's to try to go to the ground, whether it's to, to try to circle more or whatever, because I just don't think he's going to match the speed of Zoom here. Good right hand to the body there from Zoom. 245, 44, 43 left in the first. Big right hand from Zoom. And a good inside leg kick and a straight right from Zhumagulov. Zhumagulov dominating this first round so far, the underdog. Good right hand and a left hook behind it from Zoom. Nice body kick from Johnson, but there's the combination of the body from Zoom. Oh, nice 1-2 there from Johnson. And a good jab. And Johnson, yeah, that's something he can do is back up, try to use that range. Oh, nice right hook there from Johnson. And Johnson might be the harder striker. I believe he is. That could be the nullifier, but good 1-2 there from Zoom, who just continues to move forward. And a low blow from Johnson. Yeah, there is no question there. Yeah, right in that, right on that right testicle. Ouch. Oh man, he is really hurting. He's sitting on the ground taking a rest. Johnson says, well, I think I'm going to sit down and take a rest too. He's just going to sit there and chill in the corner, stretching out. But, man. Yeah, Zuma trying to jump up around. I don't know how long it's going to be. This is not something I would do if I was Charles Johnson, though. I definitely would not want to cool down here for a minute. But, I mean, it is what you do generally in between rounds, I guess. So, maybe it works for him. I've always liked the George Foreman stance on the other side, where he wouldn't even sit down in between rounds in the second half of his career. When he came back, he stood in between rounds, refused the stool, because he did not want to cool down and slow down the circulation in his body. But yeah, I think Zoom's saying he's good to go, and Johnson's still sitting on the ground praying to Buddha here. No, that was not a legal strike. Zoomy, I'm going to start calling him that. Yep. All right, 140, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35 left in the first. Oh, good right hand there from Zoomy. And a good inside leg kick. Left hook, right hand, Zumi. Wow. He is just so damn fast. Oh, nice right hook upstairs. And I swear he got that takedown at the same time he landed that right hook. A left hook there. And, oh, it throws Johnson down again. But, oh, nice knee to the body there from Johnson. And, oh, good uppercut from Johnson. And catches Zhumagulov with a couple of great kicks and a left hook. Oh, big shots from both guys. This is a war here in the first. Big body kick there from Johnson. Big left hook from Zumi. And an inside leg kick. Wow. Great first round here. If you're just coming in, yes, Derrick Lewis and Sergey Spivac is canceled. But, man, Charles Johnson and Zhumagulov putting on a show here early. Good side kick to the knee there from Zumi. Oh, he might have hurt Johnson with that left hook. Spin kick to the body lands for Johnson. It seems to be okay now. I'm not sure what that was about. Good inside leg kick there from Zumi. And a side kick to the knee. Head kick, Johnson. And the left hand, now the left hook. Big combination there from Zumi. What a fun fight. And a good inside leg kick there from Zumi. Yeah, you got to give that first round to Zhumagulov. But that was a lot of fun. And a fight, you know, we lost one, we gained one. As far as, we didn't gain a fight overall, but we gained a fight on the main card. I wouldn't have seen this fight because I didn't watch the prelims. And great way to start the main card here. That was a fun round. I think I may have ran everybody away with the title of the video, the fight being canceled, Robert. But I really don't know what else to do. All right, round 2 coming up. That seemed like a quick in between rounds there. And they're advertising December 10th. We got Teixeira and Prohaska too. I'm glad that they were able to turn that one back around so quickly. Good straight right there from Zumi, and a big combination for him to start the second. Good jab there from Zumi, and a good inside leg kick. And now the outside leg kick. Yeah, Johnson really, you see him lifting that left leg. Now he switches stances. He stepped wrong early there, towards the end, I think, of that last round. And so Johnson twisted his knee. It's definitely bothering him. It's going to be, I believe, his left knee. And he throws it in a side kick there. But Zumi's going to attack it smartly and then lands a nice left hook up top. Start shadow boxing, wait for the time to resume in between rounds. Right, just realize you're still in the first round. Zoom looks like a Stretch Armstrong doll. Poor choice of words. Dude can reach. Good front kick to the body there from Johnson. Good straight right from Zhumagulov. Johnson's having a lot of success to the body here. It was a good body shot and a good left hook to the body there. I think he should continue with that. Good inside leg kick there from Zumi. Good front kick to the body there from Johnson. And honestly, I think it seems like Johnson's had success with most of his kicks. It's unfortunate that, it seems like he has a knee issue. Good outside leg kick there from Zumi and a 1-2. Oh, nice left hook to the body there from Zumi and the inside leg kick. And there's Johnson. He's going with he's trying to cut him with that tape now. You see from underneath, he's getting him with the palm strikes there from underneath. Oh man! Just a foul-filled affair. Now Zumi gets Johnson and the boys, and oh yeah, he is rolling over. Oh man, that was deep. Oh, I did not need to see that in slow mo. What kind of cup does Johnson have on? I swear, I mean, I promise I'm not trying to look at his balls, but whatever kind of cup he has on, the way that reacted, it seemed like he didn't have a cup on at all. Definitely doesn't have a Thai steel cup on. Oh, and he's ready to go right away. He says, let's go. Wow, less than a minute. I was surprised. That was quite a reaction. 2:23, 22, 21, 2:20 left here in the second. Good front kick to the body there from Johnson. Oh, body head, twice there from Zumi. And you see significant strikes, 73. Over 100 significant strikes between these two guys in less than 7 minutes. That is amazing. Nice left hand there from Zhumagulov. But yeah, these guys are going at it, especially Zumi, 73 strikes in under 7 minutes. That's over 10 strikes a minute. Landed. I mean, and that's your significant strikes. Good inside leg kick there from Zumi. And Zumi trying to set up this right hand again. Good left there from Johnson. And there's another good body kick and another good right hand to the body there from Zumi. He goes with the left, down with the left hook right hand. A couple of big shots there from Johnson and a combination from Zumi. These guys are warning. Good body kick there from Johnson and an outside leg kick. Oh, and Zhumagulov catches that leg kick. Got Johnson down. He's got the back. Zumi, a couple of good shots to the temple here. And Johnson getting to his feet. Zumi looking for the body lock. Good job of Johnson to muscle him up against the fence there. Land a knee to the body. You know, Johnson's a big flyweight. And I mean, everybody, if you're a grown-ass man and you're fighting in MMA and you fight at 125 pounds, you're a big flyweight. But Johnson's like 5'7" and 125. I don't know what he walks around at. Good body kick there from Johnson. He really likes those open hand strikes, and he just slapped the shit out of Zumi there. And Johnson going for a Tayatoshi there, unable to finish it though. And there's those palm strikes again. Obviously something Johnson uses a lot of. Nice knees and a couple of right uppercuts there from Johnson. Now the uppercuts to the body. Oh, good left hook there from Zumi. Good right hook to the body from Johnson. What a fight. And you know, Johnson, I think, had enough moments in, man, I don't know. Because we had that break in the middle of the round, it makes it harder to score. But I feel like Johnson came back and did enough to win that round. I got it a round apiece through two. Certainly much closer round than the first, which I think, you know, Zumi won, no question. And here's Charles Johnson, his corner, telling him, let's show the world why you're a world champion. For those that don't know what they're talking about, Charles Johnson is a former LFA flyweight champion. So he does have a championship pedigree. All right, and here we go. Boys going at it, and Robert agrees, 1919. Oh, wow. And we got another nut shot. And that one from Johnson. Man. These boys' nuts have seen better days. They might both have to seek medical attention after this fight from so many groin strikes. Wow. Yeah, it is definitely nuts, Robert. And, Keith Peterson telling him, be careful with that stuff. But it's kind of hard, it's like, okay, who do you take a point away from first? Have you even been keeping track? This is a lot of, this is a lot of groin strikes. What is that, 2 apiece now? And significant groin strikes. Yeah, no, that one definitely bothered him. He's jumping up and down, and it's got it. Taking multiple groin strikes is just, wow, it's got to really wear on you. And, let's not forget Charles Johnson. He's been going to the body a lot, too. So, he's already eaten all these body shots, and then he eats the groin shots. It's just, dudes trying to castrate each other. Yes, they are, Robert. I need to bring back the nut shot meter. Oh, and now Zumi gives him one. Good left hook and a right hand here. A big combination for Johnson, but Zumi. Oh, good front kick to the body there. But yeah, the right leg. Oh, nice right hook from Johnson. I don't know how he's even throwing shots. His right leg is really hurting him. You see him picking it up and stomping on the ground. Good right hand there from Johnson. Wow, and Keith Peterson's got to be aware of it, but it's not where his eyeballs are at right now. Wow. Yeah, Johnson's leg is really bothering him. And good inside leg kick there from Zuma. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's like maybe he thinks it's cramping up because that's why he's stomping and running with it. So this issue may have just been some cramps. A good jab there from Johnson. And with all the weight cuts and stuff we have, it's amazing that leg cramps have not been a bigger issue for fighters up to this point. You see it a lot in the NFL. Good outside leg kick there from Zumi. Oh, good 1-2 from Johnson. And see, he's kind of dragging that right leg now. But Charles Johnson, I mean, a tough dude fighting through whatever's going on with that right leg. Good left hand there from Johnson. And Zumi definitely does seem to be slowing down. Good exchange there. Good inside leg kick there from Zumi. Right hand from Johnson over the top and a front kick to the body. Oh, nice left hook from Zumi. Oh, wow. Good 1-2 from Johnson and a right hook. And, wow, that might have been another low blow. One from Zumi, but Charles Johnson decides not to stop it. He did kind of point his finger over at Keith Peterson. 2:30 left in the final round. Wow, and a good body shot there from Johnson. Good straight right from Zumi. And, the way this fight is going. Oh, wow, big combination there from Zuma. And a right hand. You got to wonder if Dana White, after learning that Derrick Lewis, was unable to fight, gave everybody an inspiration speech and said, hey, you know what? There's money on the table. If you guys put on performances, I got plenty of extra bonus money for everybody. Good outside leg kick from Zhumagulov, straight right for Johnson. Because Derrick Lewis, I believe he's around a $800,000 a fight guy. He's one of the top paid fighters in the UFC. Good inside leg kick from Zuma and a 1-2. Oh, nice left hand and a right uppercut there from Johnson. Left hook upstairs, barely misses the head kick. Good inside leg kick there from Johnson. I can't believe it, but yeah, I think Zuma's may possibly gassed. Oh, big left hook on the chin from Johnson. Yeah, Zuma's gassing. Good left hand there from Johnson. And now Johnson, look, oh, big knee and two right hands, double right hands and the body kick here from Johnson. Charles Johnson making an epic comeback here in the third round. Good inside leg kick there from Zhumagulov while fighting a right leg injury or cramp, whatever was going on with it. Oh, good front kick to the body. He threw that right leg, foot that time, and then two side kicks to the body with the left leg. Oh, and Zuma now shooting for the takedown. And you see Zumi looking up at the clock. He's exhausted. Good knee there from Johnson. Good left hook there from Zuma. Nice right hand from Johnson, and a heck of a fight here. Dang. Yeah, it was some wildness because of the fouls in there, but that was a really good fight and a very hard fought fight from both guys. Both guys having to work through adversity, some of it, from the fouls from each other, but and this is one of those fights that it may make a really good point for judging a fight as a whole, which I've always felt that's how we should judge MMA. I still feel that that's how we should judge MMA. It's not boxing. Honestly, I wish boxing would judge fights as a whole too, but the traditionalists are not going to let that happen at this point. They stop and hug before bell. Yeah, that was an interesting fight, man. But, all right, we just down to 6 in the chat there. I think everybody learning that the Derrick Lewis and Sergey Spivac fight was canceled kind of knocked a little of the wind out of this card, which is unfortunate because there are some interesting matches. Feels like only me and you have a chat. Where is everybody? I think we scared him off with the Lewis Spivac announcement, but there's still some good fights to go for sure. I got it Zhumagulov 29-28. That's a tough one though. 29-28 Johnson. 29-28 Zumi. Split decision. And Charles Johnson gets the nod. You can see the disappointment in Zhumagulov, and that's going to be, in my opinion, I don't disagree with that because I was kind of having a hard time judging who won the fight. I thought, wow, Charles Johnson might have won the last 2 rounds, but I feel if you judge this as a whole, you definitely have to give it to Zumi. And Charles Johnson, smart guy there. Not wasting his time on the mic, saying, Mick Maynard, I want to be the busiest flyweight in the UFC. You can make me the Apex champion if you want. So, I mean, no matter who you think won that fight, That was good stuff. Jack Della Maddalena, a prospect we've talked about for quite some time out of Australia, taking on Danny Roberts later. But Andre Fialho after that on a short turnaround, taking on Muslim Salikov in a fight where the odds have went back and forth and are pretty much even at this point. Then the co-main, the new co-main, a heavyweight bout between hard hitters, heavyweights Chase Sherman and Waldo Cortes Acosta. That's a quick turnaround for Acosta, too. I think he just fought 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And then that main event, the light heavyweight, that's a hard one to call. Ian Kudalaba and Kennedy Zhumagulov. Kennedy is a favorite, but I kind of lean towards Ion. It depends on who implements their game plan. What's up, PBR in the house? These guys don't want to have kids later in life, right, man? 29, 28, Zoomy. Hello, MMA Mike. Hello to all in chat. Oh, I like that you were able to get the Fights of Friends icon. Nice. Yes, cheers, PBR. And I was saying, hey, I got something. Street gang. I got something. I'll be right back. All four of you, sit still. Oh, now there's three. I did lose somebody. I shouldn't have spoke. How are there only three of us now? PR, Robert, and PBR. That's fine. And a tribute to Anthony Rumble Johnson, unfortunately, passed away after a battle with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Excuse me. It's a horrible thing to lose him. But I was I was thinking about you because you gave me that super thanks the other day, and I appreciate that. I thought, man, I haven't had a good PBR in a long time, so I had to go get me a 6-pack of PBR Tall Boys. Oh, and this is good. I'm glad the UFC is doing a Anthony Rumble Johnson tribute here too. Wow, I assumed they would, but he was technically a Bellator fighter at the time of his passing. It still shakes you up. It almost makes it harder to watch. It does make it harder to watch his old highlights. You see him beating up a Nog, that great victory knockout over Glover Teixeira. His great fight against Alexander Gustafsson when Gustafsson was in his prime. 1984 to 2022, just too short of a life, and he did not want to be remembered obviously for his illness. He wanted to be remembered for the living that he did, and he did a lot of living in 38 years. And some guys are just private about things like that. He was very private about his illness, but rumble in peace, Anthony Johnson. What's up, Arcade Chaos? What did I miss? Why is it canceled? Derrick Lewis had to pull out It is the only thing we've been told is that it's an undisclosed non-COVID injury. Everything else is just kind of me. We've been kind of speculating over what it could be. Um, uh, we mentioned later in his career, it kind of seemed like Derrick Lewis had been having some issues with anxiety, um, possibly rapid heartbeat or something, but that's total speculation. Yeah, it's the only thing they said is not COVID related. What's up, Bobby C? Hey, thanks for coming in, Arcade. We only had 3 people in. Arcade came in and bring a gang with him. I was talking to Phil this morning and was like, I hope he don't drop 3 in a row. Well, he won't, I guess. I said it the other day. I think pound for pound, he might have been a little stronger than Francis, if not just as badass. Rumble and the Predator had that natural touch of death strength. Yeah, he was an amazing specimen, for sure. And yeah, he will be greatly missed. All right, big prospect coming up here, big welterweight prospect. Um, rising star Jack Della Maddalena. Danny Robertson's no pushover, and Maddalena's a -675 favorite, so you get +500 on Danny Roberts. And I'm not saying I would take it. I would stay away from this fight as a better. So, kind of what we're getting, and we are getting watered down cards lately. I do have to admit that now, as much as I hate to. We are. It is kind of the age of watering down cards, and they're, kind of stacking the pay-per-views once again, which I'm fine with. If you don't get if you don't can't afford the pay-per-views, it sucks for those fans. But we still get a lot of good fights. I feel like the main cards, everything is still a fight that I was like, oh, I want to see that fight. I want to see how that plays out. And it's the same thing with this card today. Even though, I mean, obviously we lost a massive main event, but the fight that moved up to the undercard or to the main card there, Zhumagulov and Charles Johnson, ended up being a really fun fight. A weird fight, but definitely a fun fight. You imagine the Black Beast as a commentator now? That would be some funny shit. Oh, yes. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. I don't know why Donald Cerrone, speaking of that too, why he seems like he'd be a natural in the commentating booth. But I guess he's doing some kind of movie with Gina Carano right now. It's a little unfortunate that he's ended up doing it with the Daily Wire promotion, which I can look at that and say, hey, that's nothing political for Cerrone. He's just looking at an opportunity he had. Unfortunately, we know Hollywood. They're going to look at that and they say, well, you did something with Daily Wire, and they're never going to talk to him now. Which I think Cerrone's a charismatic guy, and that would be unfortunate if he doesn't get other opportunities out there. But he'll definitely have his opportunities, I think, with things like on UFC Fight Pass, as a fight commentator, and people just want to see Donald Cerrone. Donald Cerrone swears too much. He could never be a commentator. Well, yeah, he would have to go to Bellator because they're on Showtime. They definitely swear on Showtime. The commentators don't swear all the time, but they don't not swear though. It's interesting. They must have a glitch sometimes. I always think it's interesting when they have the ESPN Plus logo, and it's just this commercial break in progress. It's like, who's watching the commercials? This is only on ESPN Plus, so I'm not sure who the commercial break's for. But yeah. Again, R.I.P. Anthony Rumble Johnson. A fun dude to watch. Always had a smile on his face. I know I mentioned this last night. I've mentioned it a couple times, but the first UFC in Seattle, the first UFC, me and young David went to was in Seattle, and it was co-main event was Anthony Rumble Johnson and Dan Hardy. Was it Dan Hardy? Yeah, Dan Hardy. And it was a great fight. Of course, Anthony Rumble Johnson won it. It's amazing that he was fighting at welterweight back then. I don't even know exactly, what causes lymphoma. I think it's some kind of cancer, right? Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And I don't know how. I know he said he was ill for, several years there. He had taken a break from fighting after the UFC. He took a 4-year break, saying, he wanted to do other things. And he said he fell back in love with the sport. And, unfortunately at that time, was when his health started to fail him. PBR beer, hell yeah. Cheers, brother. Thank you for the super chat. PBR Street Gang. All right, tail of the tape. Danny Roberts, 9 years older at 35, 2 inches taller at 6'1". He'll have a 1-inch reach advantage at 74 inches. So, yeah, Jack Della Maddalena, we've been hearing about him as a prospect for a while, still just 26 years old, still young. All right, first out of the blue corner representing Liverpool, England. He is a plus 490 underdog. 18 wins against 6 losses. Danny Roberts. Danny Hot Chocolate Roberts. And out of the red corner, representing Perth, Australia, a minus 660 favorite, moved after opening as a minus 335. Jack Della Maddalena. He's got so much going on in his name, there's no room for a nickname. And Mark Smith, the referee for this one. As somebody was mentioning last night, apparently Mark Smith also a pilot for Southwest Airlines, so quite the accomplished dude. What's up, New Britain Pollies? Sorry I'm a little late to the party. What's up, Seattle? Any news on Derrick Lewis's condition? No, they're still saying an undisclosed injury, a non-COVID related injury, which apparently COVID's back, so great, right? We all thought our life was getting away from that. Good right uppercut there from Madalena. And a good straight right to the body. Good outside leg kick here from Robertson. Wow, it's always an eye-opener when you switch from flyweights to a heavier weight like 170 or vice versa. The flyweights are just so fast compared to almost everybody else. Good 1-2 there from Madalena. Oh, wow, left hook upstairs, and Madalena beating the body like a flyweight, lends a big knee to the head. Madalena putting on a clinic early. Oh, big knee there from Danny Roberts, though. And these guys are banging. Good inside leg kick there from Madalena. And, I mean, Danny Roberts, he definitely believes he can win this fight. Oh, nice left hook and a huge right uppercut from Madalena. And big elbows. It looks like Madalena is about to put any hopes away for Danny Roberts of thinking he can win this fight. But wow, Madalena is We need to see him against better competition. His striking is so crisp. And now Maddalena, he's going to show off his ground game, looking to pass the open guard of Roberts here. Well, Roberts going to get back up. Maddalena's going to say, well, however you want to do it. Maddalena's confident he's going to take him out anyway. Nice right hand there from Maddalena. And good defense there from Maddalena, blocking almost everything Danny Roberts is sending at his way, and lands a good front kick to the body. Oh, nice left hand there from Jack. Oh, good body kick from Jack. And nice stiff right hand there from Maddalena. Good jab to the body. Oh, nice knee to the head again for Maddalena. He landed another great knee a little earlier. And there's a 1-2 for Maddalena and a straight right. And unfortunately for Danny Roberts, he's kind of trying to copy what Maddalena's been doing. You've seen him throw several of the same strikes. He's just not able to land them. And now Roberts shoots for a takedown. Maddalena easily stopping this, though. And when you have a good prime fighter that already has all the skills, and then he's 9 years younger, that's when that age advantage just becomes a bigger advantage, is when you have one fighter that's, he's already quite a bit better. Good right uppercut there from Maddalena. Inside leg kick from Roberts. Oh, beautiful left hook to the body. And then the combinations to the head. And it is all over. Jack Della Maddalena. Wow. Putting on a first round of highlights. Damn. That was something. And we'll watch this again. Nice left hand there. Good right uppercut right up against the cage. And Jack Della Maddalena making quick work of Danny Roberts. So see it from another angle. There's that nasty uppercut. Another body shot. He went to the body often during this fight. Oh, that left hook was right on the chest. Now that you see it from that angle, he landed great knees in that fight too, and Danny Roberts just crumbles to the ground. Great performance from Maddalena. So for those that don't have eyeballs, or those that do, if you just want to see that knockout again, I'll get that up over on Twitter right now. All right, Kevin Holland and Stephen Thompson. That's going to be on December 3rd. All right. And what is next for Maddalena? 324 the first round. We need to see him face somebody, some ranked guys now. I mean, yeah, he made Danny Roberts look like he didn't even belong in the UFC. For those that don't know, Jack lost the first two fights of his career. He's won all 13 since, finished 12 of 13 by knockout, and just a great success story. And there is the knockout on Twitter for those that haven't seen it or just want to go over there, show us some love on the Twitter. Way he moves and dodges strikes is impressive. I agree. Wonder where King James is. Thought if I said, "Where is King?" like you did last night, he would pop up. It's like Candyman. You say it 3 times and he's there, King James. Thank you, Robert, for the like over there on Twitter on that video. That was quick. I was hoping to see Billy in the chat today, but I know he's packing the house up to move north up to my area. So I will have a live co-host sometimes, hopefully. And another welterweight coming up. 5th UFC fight of the year for Andre Fialho. I was just talking about that was a quick turnaround for him. And yeah, this is his 5th fight this year. He is a slight underdog in this fight, but odds almost even. This will be a banger. Fialho, I mean, this fight will be easier for him if he fights smart. But this dude always fights entertaining. He takes a lot of chances. Doesn't always turn out his way, but man, he's an entertaining dude to watch. And he's one of those guys that if he just told me, I'm going to come out there, I'm going to fight smart, I'm going to fight to win, I would put my paycheck on him against Muslim Salikov. That being said, I know that he wants to be the most entertaining fighter in the welterweight division. He's said it. Forgot about this fight candidate for Fight of the Night. Yeah, definitely a Fight of the Night candidate. Well spoken, Robert. I have to feel like we really missed out probably on a lot of views and a lot of our crowd today because of the main event being canceled. Maybe people decided to do something else, but for those that still decided to come in, I mean, it's been a good card so far and good fights to come. What's up, Invisible Boy? Does Volkan pull off upset against Islam? I don't think so. I think he's going to, but I would say I think he's too small and he is shorter. The dude used to be 220 pounds, though. I certainly don't count him out. What do you think? Do you pick him to beat Islam? I mean, I don't really pick anybody against Islam, but I die for this violence, says Robert. An advertisement for Monday Night Football reminds me my Seahawks this week are on bye week. I got to figure out something to do tomorrow. Why do this for the violence, Robert? How about that? Thank you, PBR Street Gang, for the love over there on Twitter. Wow, I'll tell you, my house is, it's a 1968, which I'm happy for what it is. But, you know, the heating in this house is definitely not even. Because I was cold in the bedroom. I was taking a nap. I actually had my, like, heater on that's on my bedside. This office is a furnace right now. And there you go. You see it Saturday, December 10th. Prochaska and Teixeira. The challenger became the champion, and now the former champion looking to get his belt back on December 10th. Less than a month away. It's my first tweet ever. Nice. Hey, well, professionally done, PBR. I appreciate that because I'm sure you probably went and made a Twitter account just to interact with us on there. So I appreciate that. Volkan has great footwork and hand speed overall. Great fighter's IQ. Still mad what he did to Max. R.I.P. Blessed Express. I got Volkan though. I hear you, Invisible Boy. Islam retires, only having that one loss on his record, and after he has the record for most wins in UFC history, that he will retire. Yeah, I don't know if he ends up with most wins in UFC history. It's possible. It's a lot tougher than when you know, when Jim Miller and Donald Cerrone, those guys started his career. And, you know, I know he's on fire right now, but guys just keep getting better and better. Yeah, it wasn't too hard, Robert. So, I think that's why I like it. That's why it's mostly my social media of choice, because it's easy. It doesn't take hardly any time for me. If I want to put something out there, I can just hit that little plus button and, you know, it takes maybe 20 seconds. Only have an account because of fights with friends. I hear you, Robert. That's pretty much all I do on there, too, is, you know, MMA stuff and try to, you know, try to interact with and hopefully build this community. That being said, I don't know that we have any viewers that came over here because of Twitter, but maybe one day. All right, Andre Fialho and Muslim Salikov coming up next. Any picks on this one? It's a fun one. Odds are pretty much even. This fight's almost a toss-up, but I'm going to go ahead and go with Fialho by knockout. Guy's very entertaining. He loves to fight. I don't know that anybody should fight 5 times a year. Just to be honest, I think that's another thing possibly, you know, that cut. I mean, Donald Cerrone, he didn't have a short career, but the end of his career was certainly disappointing. I think that wears on you when you fight so many times in a year. And the same thing with Sam Alvey. People don't talk about it with Sam Alvey, but the only thing they talk about is his losing streak on the way out. People don't talk about. And if you watched him on this show in our interviews, especially our first one, I believe, you would know that guy was a diehard UFC guy. He cut 36 pounds overnight for a fight he took on 3 days' notice. Had to jump on a plane for it. Fought 7 times in the total of, I want to say, like 380 days. He actually, I believe Sam Alvey actually has the record for most fights in a year. And I don't know why that's never talked about. But if you want to know why they kept him around and cut him so much slack, that's because he did them massive favors. Love you, bro. Have outstanding taste in MMA shows. Izzy's performance against Alex in the UFC was Izzy's best performance to date, in my opinion, even though he lost. Up until that 5th round, I mean, yeah, it's hard to disagree with you. I thought he was doing incredible. I thought he was doing great. For me, it might still be the Brunson fight, just because it was, I believe it was like his 3rd fight in the UFC. And just how easily he shut Brunson's wrestling down. He did that to Brad Tavares right before that. I thought he was going to lose to Brad Tavares. I thought this is too early in his career and Brad's going to be too much for him. And, well, he just smoked Tavares and then he smoked Brunson. All right, Muslim Salikov, 10 years older at 38. Andre, an inch taller at 6 feet tall. He'll have a 4-inch reach advantage at 74 inches. Odds here, plus 100 pick 'em for Andre, minus 120 for Muslim. I got Muslim in this one. All right. Out of the blue corner, a minus 120 pick 'em representing Bunyansk, Russia. 18 wins against just 3 losses. Muslim Salikhov. Oh, I forgot he was a Dagestani, Robert. I might have to change my pick. No, I already made it. I'll go with Andre. But all right, a plus 100 pick 'em out of Cascais, Portugal. 16 wins against 5 losses. Andre Fialho. Fialho. I almost forget how to pronounce his name. All right, Chris Tignoni will be the referee for this one. Team Dagestan all damn day. PR says, let's go, Andre. What's up, PR? All right, Fialho in the red, Salikov in the black. Good inside leg kick from Salikov early. Fialho answers with one, and another good leg kick from Fialho. It's just been a Russian invasion lately. I mean, like I said, if you watch Bellator last night, Vadim Nemkov defeating Corey Anderson to win the light heavyweight Grand Prix. I mean, just a phenomenal performance. 15 takedown attempts for Corey Anderson. And Vadim Nemkov stopped every single one of them. Nobody's ever shut down Corey Anderson's wrestling like that. And his striking was on point. It was just, it's one of the best light heavyweight performances I've ever seen. UFC or Bellator, any organization. Good outside leg kick there from Salikov. And good defense there from Fialho. I really like Fialho. Been following his come up in the UFC. Yeah, he's a tough dude. Good jab to the body there for Andre. Oh, spinning wheel kick attempt there from Muslim. Oh, nice straight right there from Andre. And good 1-2 from Andre. Good jab there. And Salikov going for the takedown. Andre stopping it though. Lands a nice left hook there. Good body kick there from Salikov. Oh, nice right hook right on the chin from Salikov and a beautiful spin kick to the body. Now he's got the single leg. Andre jumping up in the air. I thought Salikov was slamming him at first. Oh, he gets it anyways. spins Andre to the ground, and now in the open guard of Fialho. And nice elbow from the bottom from Andre. Andre did some wrestling at AKA. That's impressive. Yeah, he's a pretty well-rounded fighter. And there is Muslim with the ground and pound body head. Good left hand there from the top there from Salikov. And I just seen Fialho doing something that you never really see fighters do, but I don't see why this isn't legal. For one thing, I mean, you're probably going to get hit if you're not in a good position, but it looked like he was kind of crunching Salikov's head. Oh, good spin kick to the body from Salikov, but a flying right hook, and now an uppercut from Fialho, and a good knee to the body from Andre. Now we got a battle. Good left hand there from Andre. And Salikov got hit with a knuckle in the eye or something, I think. And yeah, he's got his eye shutting. Andre working to the body and a nice right uppercut for Andre. Oh, big knee to the body. Andre putting in work here. Right hand there. Yeah, look at that left eye really swollen up here for Salikov. And a good left hook upstairs for Andre. Andre taking over this first round now. And yeah, that eye might actually be clearing up some. It might have just been closed, kind of puffed there for a moment, but it's maybe not as bad as I thought it was. And Salikov pushing Andre into the fence here, just kind of, see, he's just kind of resting. He's just going to rest out the rest of the round. He's like, I'm tired. Good knee to the body there from Andre. Probably from those shots to the body. Think they should have a replacement for Spivac to fight. Don't know why UFC doesn't have backups for all main events, not just pay-per-view mains. Oh, absolutely, Robert. I 100% agree. Hey, I'm late again. What's up, Phil D? Heard the shit news. I hope Lewis is all right. Nothing too serious. Yeah, me too, man. They still have not said what it is. Not fair to all that travel and training for nothing. Well, he'll still get his show money. And I'm sure probably before he goes back, they'll have a turnaround fight for him. So I'm pretty much positive if he wants, he's going to end up making more money. And I don't know where they throw him at. Do we even have a card next week? I think next week is an off week for the UFC. Am I right? And then the week after, the December 3rd, is Wonder Boy versus Kevin Holland. But I don't think there's a UFC next week. All right, second round coming up. Yeah, it's Thompson versus Holland, December 3rd. So there is an off week. So why didn't Bellator or ONE FC do next week? I know they did Friday, but I wish they wouldn't have both done the same day. Salikov immediately getting the body lock here at the beginning of the second round. Now he's working on a single leg. Oh, big right hand upstairs and left hook to the body. There's King James. What's up, my man? Can't believe they don't have a heavyweight ready to step in, right? Yeah, no UFC until December 3rd. I'm sure there are fights that we can cover next week. I'm positive. Oh, good left hook there from Salikov. It is Thanksgiving weekend. I just kind of thought about that as I said it, but oh, good front kick to the body there from Salikov. And Fialho chasing Muslim here. Trying to be the aggressor after a good first round. Good spin kick to the body from Salikov. By the way, I didn't put up the score. I did give the first round to Fialho. Good front kick to the body there from Muslim. Any idea what's going on next week, Robert? I'm sure there's some boxing, some BKFC, some kind of MMA or something next Saturday. Good left hand there from Andre. Oh, spinning back fist lands for Salikov. That might have hurt Andre. And a good left hook. Nice front kick to the body for Muslim. Oh, spinning heel kick. Wow. Wow, what a moment there from Salikov. Big shots there. And a jab to the body from Andre, but he seems like he's stunned. He seems like he's not all with it right now, Andre Fialho. Salikov throwing hard. Hell yeah, he is. And nice left hook there in the clinch from Salikov. Over under was 1.5 rounds. Over minus 160. So that just went over. So anybody took the over just cashed. Good left hand there for Salikov. If I would have known, of course, oh, nice left hook there from Salikov in the right hand, but there's a left hook from Fialho. If I would have known, of course, earlier that the Lewis Spivac fight was going to be canceled, good left hook from Andre, I would have taken this week to sit at the casino and done a live bets week. I've been wanting to do that. 140 left in the second. Good front kick to the body from Salikov. Oh, nice 1-2 from Muslim. Andre's hurt. And he's swinging for the fences, but he's out of it. Big hammer fist from Muslim. Oh, man, right on the chin. Andre's got to defend himself. A lot of these aren't landing. Salikov definitely trying to finish the fight here, though. Decent defense there from Andre just to survive. But wow, what a round so far for Salikov. Just absolute violence. Depression starts tomorrow, won't subside until December 3rd. Unless Mike digs up carnage from some fight organization. Search for me, Robert. ESPN Plus has boxing, London WBO super middleweight interim title, Zach Parker versus John Ryder. I don't even know who those guys are, dude. I might have to look for something. Thanks for finding something, but yeah, I'm not even sure who those guys are. Big elbow from the top from Salikov and a right hook. Man, yeah, it is that winter time depression, though, so I don't like to take a week off because I know, myself included, that, we like to all get together once a week and chat with each other. Good right hand from the top there from Salikov. Only thing I find so far, but who the fuck are they? Yeah, I don't know, man, but check Tapology. I would check it, but it's kind of hard during, until like maybe in between fights. If you go to Tapology, go to Fight Finder, and then filter by TV streaming. And that'll pretty much give you everything going on planet Earth as far as fights. One had a few good fights last night. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. All right, let me see what I can find here real quick. There might not really be much going on because of Thanksgiving. I think everybody's doing it this week. Yeah, there are a crazy amount of fights this week. Several pages worth. Of course, I don't even recognize most of the organizations. All right, I better watch this round. But yeah, Andre still stunned. Oh, head kick, Salikov. And yeah, I definitely gave Salikov that last round. Oh, spinning kick to the body. Oh, and Fialho punches back a little bit there, but he is really hurt. Good right hook there from Salikov. Andre's a tough bastard, though. Good front kick to the body there from Salikov. Man, he really hurt him with that body strike. 33 body strikes now landing for Salikov. Oh, spinning heel kick to the head. Cristignoni watching fast, and he says, that is enough. Muslim Salikov putting on a striking clinic. Showtime is nothing until December. It's over. What a heel kick to the... Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't looking at the Tapology site for that. Damn. What a heel kick. Man, he takes that spinning kick to the body, sits down for a moment, and lands a left hook afterwards. He's tough. But man, then he takes that heel to the side of the temple. He looks like he wants to cry there, and you can tell he is dazed. Cristignoni does a great job. He was watching the entire time. Watch the reaction of Andre after that heel. Oh, it was actually on the chin. It looked like it was on the upper right part of the chin of Andre. Andre does shake his head a little bit. Says, like, kind of like, why did you stop that? But if he watches the replay, he'll know why Chris stopped it. Andre better be happy that there was a good good referee, and underrated referee, by the way, in Cristignoni. Nobody ever talks about how good he is. That's a good referee. As he stays out of the way, he doesn't make it about himself, and he makes good decisions and protects the fighter. Andre's so tough, didn't drop him, right? Yeah, I can't believe he didn't get dropped from that heel kick, but I'm really glad Chris stopped that fight because, you know, that could have been really dire for Andre to take any more shots. Islam was really hitting him hard. I knew it. Islam is a Dagestani beast. Was Fialho fighting back or volunteering for target practice? He landed a left hook, but man, when Salikov landed that spinning heel to the head, he goes like this, and he's grabbing his head. You can tell he's trying to shake the cobwebs out. I mean, I think he was just completely out of it. And then Salikov really started turning on with shots. So, yeah, Andre wasn't landing anything at that point. So, good stoppage. Muslim, the king of Kung Fu, Salikov. Wow, he lived up to that name today. 103 around 3. Wow, there's a Cage Warriors tomorrow. Cage Warriors 147 unplugged lightweight title fight. Oh, there's a Tough It. Oh, they're bringing Tough Enough to Fight Pass? Oh, Tough Enough is fun. That's on tomorrow. It's 7 p.m. is a little bit late for me on a Sunday night, though. Shoot. Yeah, I love watching Tough Enough. DAZN has a Brave FC next week. Unfortunately, it's in Asia, so it's at 3 o'clock in the morning out of Bali, India. Let me see what else we got here. And Bellator's on next week, too. How do you miss the off UFC week, Bellator? Oh, there's a BKFC next week, guys. Start time is 2 p.m. Eastern, so that's 11 Pacific, 11, 12, 1, 2. We'll do BKFC next week. Oh, and Dillian White is boxing at the same time, of course. Yeah, BKFC out of Newcastle, England next week. And then that night we got a Rise invitation. Oh, that's on Flow Grappling. Never mind. Zhang Wei Li, the champ, in the house. And here's 2 weeks from now. We got a stacked card, though. Eric Anderson, Kyle Dawkins, Derek Brunson, Jack Hermanson, Tai Tuivasa against Sergey Pavlovich, Matthias Nikolai versus Matt Schnell, Brian Barberena and Rafael dos Anjos, Stephen Thompson versus Kevin Holland. That's worth waiting a week. Wow, what a main card. 6 firefights. Starting out with Eric Anders. Always fun to watch. RDA and Bam Bam is going to be a banger. For sure. BKFC, cool. Sounds good. I'll cancel my UFC Fight Pass. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. It's just nowadays there's so many streaming services and stuff. You can only watch so much fighting, and you only have so much money. Like Shab always says, there is a storm of Dagestani monsters taking over MMA. Yes, there is. He had his hand up. It was taking it like he was a heavy bag. I agree. I know that feeling. So out of it, you're incapable of defending yourself. Yeah, he was definitely trying. All right, co-main event already coming up. Even though they added a fight, good pacing here. Chase Sherman warming up in the back. And Chase Sherman, he had a fight day cancellation a couple weeks ago, lost a fight. Now, Waldo just fought on October 29th. I was thinking he just fought a couple weeks ago, defeated Justin Vanderay. It's a quick turnaround for him. You say, where's Waldo? This dude shows up. I mean, 3 weeks later, that's something else. Who won? What's up, PR? Muslim Salikov won that last fight. Most of the UFC Fight Pass fights, like the submission grappling, would be on the same time as the UFC card. Bummed me out. Hardly watched any fights when I had it. Yeah, that's what was dumb. It's like, why are you competing with yourself? They should be having these on, I know they got, there's promotions have, their own live crowds and everything they need to get. So they probably don't want to be all Wednesday, Thursday nights and things. But Wednesday nights are great for me now. Used to not be, but yeah, they get some stuff on Wednesday nights. That would be optimal. All right, co-main event, Waldo, Cortes, Acosta, and Chase Sherman. Dana said, where's Waldo? And Waldo Cortes said, wherever you want me to be. I'll fight now. I'll fight 3 weeks from now. And here he is 3 weeks later. Chase Sherman, of course, he'd been back on Island Fights for a while, and he actually got cut from the UFC. It was supposed to be a temporary cut. Then he got called up like a week later, got called up on late notice, ended up losing, but that bought him another fight. Then he ends up coming in and getting a victory. And now the Vanilla Gorilla, he's got himself another great opportunity here against Waldo Cortes. All right, the heavyweights are in the house. I'm going to change the title on this now. I think everybody knows Lewis and Spivac is canceled. Yeah, co-main already, man. Wow, and Waldo, an athlete, they're just talking about how he was a great baseball player. Yep, co-main event already. Undefeated, former LFA heavyweight champion. He's got 4 wins by knockout. Coming from that Dana White Contender Series, Season 6, Week 2. And I have to pick him here against the hard-hitting Chase Sherman. Damn, early night for Fights of Friends. Any good boxing tonight? I feel like there is. I feel like we were talking about something. I think Billy told me. I think Dan Greg Hardy actually is fighting Hasim Rahman Jr. tonight. Yeah, on DAZN. Let me figure out what time that is. But I think some MMA fans are going to be interested in that because you got former NFL star and UFC fighter Dan Hardy. And he is much bigger than Hasim Rahman Jr. I'm friends with Hasim Rahman Jr. I hope he wins. But it is, man, Hardy is much, much bigger. Hasim Rahman Jr. is more like a light heavyweight. Let me go to DAZN. I don't always get everything on my DraftKings though here. All right, Chase Sherman, 4th highest significant strike rate in UFC heavyweight history. 12 first-round finishes, 6 in a minute and 3 seconds or less. He's finished 15 of his 16 wins, all by knockout. That's why this guy keeps getting invited back to the UFC. Win, lose, or draw, it's always a massive excitement. Oh, maybe it got canceled because I'm not even seeing it on the DAZN show, on the DAZN site. So I know Vitor pulled out. Start time 7 p.m. Eastern. Ring walk for Rockman Jr. and Hardy, 7 p.m. Pacific. Okay. All right. Chase Sherman, 2 years older at 33. Both men 6'4". Waldo, 3 pounds more at 259. Both men weighing right in at 78 inches. Chase Sherman lost some weight. He usually comes in at the limit, I think. Found 11:30 Eastern for that fight. Oh, it turns out nice. Chase always seemed game, but easy target. Yeah. All right, out of the blue corner, a minus 240 favorite out of Phoenix, Arizona. Undefeated at 8-0. Waldo Costas. Or Cortes Acosta. Yeah, I'm seeing different. I don't know. Were you on the DAZN site? I don't know if the DAZN site's accurate. 1-7 is a UFC underdog. Ouch. Out of D'Iberville, Mississippi. A plus 200 underdog. 16 wins against 10 losses. The Vanilla Gorilla, Chase Sherman. Wow, that's the most fit that Chase has looked in a while. He did lose some weight. I can actually see abs on him. A 256-pound Chase Sherman with abs. We'll see if he's able to get it done tonight. I got Acosta by devastating knockout, though. It's MMAfighting.com. They're usually pretty accurate. A couple of good left hands there from Acosta early. And a good inside leg kick from Acosta. Sherman is a fast starter. Oh, nice inside leg kick there for Sherman. And a nice outside leg kick there for Sherman. And for Chase, that front kick to the body is definitely open. And it's right as I'm saying that Acosta throws one of his own. But look at the guard and the way Acosta stands. Oh, good left hook and an outside leg kick for Sherman. That was a hard leg kick. I mean, this is not an easy fight for Acosta. I do agree with him being favored. Good jab to the body there from Waldo. And a good exchange there. But yeah, I don't remember the last time I've seen Chase Sherman in this good a shape. Good outside leg kick from Sherman and a good body kick. Nice left hand there from Waldo. Oh, there, that right hand gets through for Waldo. The jab and the right hook. As King James was talking about Sherman being a target. He showed it right there. Oh, good front kick to the midsection from Acosta. Oh, and he's digging to the body. Good right hand there from Waldo to the body. Yeah, and they knock shins there. That's going to hurt. Good left hand from Waldo. Oh, nice 1-2 for Sherman, though. Oh, nice right hand, right left there for Sherman. Instead of the 1-2, he threw the 2-1. You can do that with 4-ounce gloves. And good head movement from Chase Sherman. Learned some defense somewhere. Good inside leg kick there from Acosta. Someone's getting knocked out. Yeah, I've agreed that. I've heard good things about Acosta. Never seen him fight personally. Yeah, I've been impressed with him so far. But like I said, I'm also excited about an in-shape Chase Sherman. That is not normally what we get out of Chase. Good exchange of jabs there. Oh, right hand at the end ends there for Acosta. Chase was showing good head movement before that, but the last one lands. Oh, big leg kick there from Sherman, though, and Acosta Goes for the single leg. Big right uppercut to the body for Acosta. Sherman had Acosta up against the fence. I don't know why he didn't throw the right hand there. Oh, nice 1-2 from Sherman. Maybe he's seen something I didn't. Good 1-2 from Acosta. Yeah, this is a battle. Oh, right. Big right hand right on the chin from Acosta. But Sherman has Acosta in a good position here. We'll see what he's able to do. He's got him up against the fence, and he's got his back. He seems to be... He doesn't want to give up position. Oh, there's the knee. That's what he's waiting for. Chase lands a knee. Yeah, and Acosta very aware. He just has to put that one hand down, and then he becomes a down opponent, which is maybe the worst rule in MMA history. That you touch your canvas, the canvas with your hand, and you're a down opponent. Fuck off. Someone's getting knocked out. Yep. Fought 3 weeks ago, and you didn't see it. He bangs. Just tried an Aruka uppercut. Yeah, I did. Oh, good jab there from Acosta. And both guys landing quite a few significant strikes. Good 1-2 there from Acosta. And Sherman showing some wrestling. Throws Acosta down. Gets into side control. And that might make this round a little harder on the judges to score. Yep, that left jab is a stinger. Always position over submission. Yep. Acosta been jabbing his head off, though. Seen him win the contract on DWCS last season, as he is already making a name in the UFC for himself. Roberts is 10-9 Sherman. I have a 10-9 Sherman, but that round was very close. It could really go either way. Yeah, I don't like the fingertips on canvas rule. Yeah, it's retarded. It's absolutely retarded. Real close, that takedown didn't happen. I had it for Waldo. Yeah, it was close. I was like a toss-up before that takedown. Good exchange of jabs there. Good left hook from Acosta to start the second. Nice left there from Acosta and an outside leg kick. Oh, good 1-2 from Cortes. Oh, big left hook and a right hand, another right hand. Oh, and Waldo turning it on now. That was like a 10-punch power combination. I don't know how Chase Sherman is still standing. That was amazing. Acosta teeing off. Waldo throwing fastballs like he's pitching again. Yes, he is. Oh, big right hook from Waldo, and Chase Sherman looking just as hittable as King James said he would be. Yeah, he's blocking some shots now, but Waldo's, man, he is throwing fire. Good jab there from Waldo. Sherman breathing hard now. He ate some monster shots. Look at this, though. Waldo's winning. He's putting his hands down, and he's breathing hard. And now Sherman coming back lands a 1-2. Waldo's tired. He may get a second win, but he's tired. He's dropping his hands now, and he's breathing out of his mouth. Oh, a big right hook from Waldo, though. And Sherman really breathes in on that. That might have hurt his nose. Good left hand from Waldo and a straight right. This referee's starting to watch. He said, because Sherman's becoming a human punching bag. Good front kick to the body from Waldo. I don't know why Sherman's not throwing those leg kicks. Oh, big left hook there from Waldo. Sherman, and there finally he lands one. He might have heard the commentators there. Good jab, and then the right hand to the body for Waldo, and a big right hook upstairs. Waldo absolutely dominating this round. And Sherman shooting for the takedown, but good defense that time from Waldo. A little sloppy there, too, for Chase. And if you took the over-under was 1.5 rounds, you just cashed. Good jab there from Waldo. I would have taken the under in this fight, so I'm glad I didn't bet it. Good exchange there. Good right hook upstairs from Waldo. Outside leg kick from Sherman. And Waldo taunting Chase now, saying, give me more, give me more. Well, keep kicking that leg if he wants it, Sherman. Trust me, he don't want you kicking that leg. That's the only thing that's working for you. Oh, big 1-2. Right hooks and a standing elbow from Waldo. Waldo taking over right now. Now his hands are back up. Catches a front leg kick. Oh, and a big body kick. Referee saying, no, I didn't see a low blow. Sherman saying I got kicked low. Good left hand there from Waldo. It definitely could have been belt line. Good right hook there from Sherman. Oh, big right hook from Waldo. And another in the left hand. Yeah, this fight's getting close to being stopped again. 1 minute left in the second. And commentators saying that, Paul Felder's saying that definitely was a low blow. Good overhand right from Waldo. Big shots. Another one. Waldo putting on the finishing touches. This one's all but over. Oh, back fist. Big right hook on the temple. So Sherman's not defending himself. Just eating fastballs one after the other. Wow, and I think Chase Sherman kind of stopped for a second expecting the fight to stop, and the referee didn't stop the fight. Wow. Good knee to the body there from Waldo, but what a beating Chase Sherman took this round. Rarely without big knockdowns or ground control do I score a 10-8. That was definitely a 10-8. Yeah, ref could have and probably should have stopped it. And the referee acknowledged. He says, good job of fighting. He said, I didn't see that low blow. Yeah, big 10-8 round for Waldo. I have no idea how Chase Sherman's still in there. And Chase is one of those guys I like, so being that I like him, the way this fight's going, if these fights keep going, I mean, I would prefer not to see him fight because, you don't like to see a guy continue to take big shots like that for his career. I have no idea how he's still standing, but that's how guys go to sleep and not wake up, though. Sherman's tough as hell. Chin on Sherman is wild. As they continue to take shots, it's always in boxing, of course. It's a defensive fighter, wasn't blocking, nothing. If I were a ref, I would have stopped it. I agree with your judgment on that, Robert. I would have stopped it as well. Good outside leg kick there from Waldo, who is breathing heavy again. And that's the outside leg kick from Chase. Another leg kick from Waldo and the left hook upstairs. Oh, nice 1-2 from Sherman and a jab. But I'll tell you, win or lose, Sherman might be thinking, man, I don't know if I want to keep doing this for a career. Good 2-1 from Sherman. And Waldo checked that leg kick. Oh, that combat press is not quite a 10-8. What do you need for a 10-8 then? That was definitely a 10-8 in my opinion. Both gassed as hell. Nice 2-1 there for Sherman. And a good outside leg kick. Good straight right to the body for Waldo. And he checks another leg kick from Chase and lands a right hand upstairs. But Yeah, these guys are both exhausted. Good front kick to the body for Sherman. This might actually go the distance, surprisingly. Good body kick for Sherman. Oh my goodness. Right hand, left hook, right hand combo for Waldo. See, he is tired, but then he rests and he explodes. Oh, a clubbing right hook from Waldo. And now the left hook on the chin. Chase Sherman just eating way too many big shots, in my opinion, today. Man. Good front kick to the body there from Waldo. And you see head strikes 102 to 20 in favor of Waldo. Chase's corner should toss the towel. Sherman is a tough danger for himself. I agree. Warriors come out and play. Sherman going for a knee to the head there. I don't even think he could finish it there. Oh, good leg kick there from Waldo. It doesn't, or from Sherman, excuse me. It doesn't have the same oomph on it he had in the first round for sure. Halfway through the third. Nice left hook there for Sherman. And Waldo checking another leg kick there. Oh, big overhand right from Waldo and the left hand upstairs. And that's the difference is Waldo, he gets tired and he's able to rest and then he explodes. And much like a Yoel Romero, an early Yoel Romero style. Oh, big left hook there from Waldo. Yeah, this referee might as well not even be in there. I'm not happy with his performance. He missed a low blow in that second round too. Good left hand there from Waldo. That was a good leg kick from Sherman. Good jab from Waldo and a right hand. Wow, just amazing. This is, oh, three-punch combination from Waldo. Well, he's rolling them fists. Yes, he is. Good jab there from Waldo. Oh, good leg kick there from Chase. Waldo didn't like that. Oh, good left hand there from Waldo. And a good jab to the body there from Waldo. Jab upstairs. Man, Chase continuing to chase down Waldo, but he's just eating leather. And Waldo again checking a kick there. Oh, good counter left hook there from Waldo. And the jab. Man. Oh, good left hook and a right hand from Waldo. I don't think I'm going to do the boxing later, Robert, just because, man, doing Bellator last night and then UFC now, it's you know, working 6 days a week. I'm a little worn out, to be honest. Good left there from Waldo, and they're going to end the third round swinging. Yeah, I have it 29-27. Waldo is my final scorecard. Sherman's going to wake up with a bad headache tomorrow. Damn, a tough mother. Yeah, and like I say, you know, I hate to even speak something like that, but I'm glad that this is only a 3-round fight, and I'm glad this isn't boxing, because, yeah, that's the kind of fight in boxing where a guy doesn't go down and continues to take that kind of punishment, where he lays down and he doesn't wake up. That was scary. Chase may be a little too tough for his own good, or maybe, you know, I know why his corner didn't throw the towel in. He was just cut from the UFC not that long ago, got a second chance. So, you know, they don't want to kick him out of the UFC, but man, I don't know what else Chase, whatever the talents he has, but I think he needs to start looking for something that's not fighting. And that comes from the most sincere place. And me and Robert are in agreement. Robert Kerrigan, 29-27. We'll see what the judges have. I have a feeling they gave all three to Waldo. $30-27 and 229-28. And none of those judges gave a 10-8. I don't know, I'm beyond frustrated with judges' unwillingness to give 10-8s, but I guess at least they're consistent. That new movie, Violent Night, looks sick. They say it's Die Hard meets Home Alone, I'm assuming. Yeah, it does look interesting. My kids wanted to see it too. They're like, "Oh, that looks hilarious." So I don't know. We might go out. We might go out Friday after Thanksgiving, go watch it or something. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Remember, I speak drunk. All right, main event coming up, guys. That extended this card a little bit. I was really not expecting that one to go all 3 rounds, but apparently Chase Sherman's chin is made out of something not of this planet. He just said, I don't know what his head is made out of. It's made out of metal, man. Wow, 2 fights in 3 weeks. And then Bizbig has a winner. We're going to see you again. Let the dude rest. He says, Dana, I want to fight on the 10th of December. I'm ready. Wow, what a beast. I don't know if that's smart, but he's a warrior. Sometimes you got to just let a guy be a warrior. And this is, you know, this is the only place for those guys. I'll admit, even I get a little uneasy sometimes. The guys are too tough for their own good. But, yeah, if there's anywhere where you know, for guys that, you know, just want to be a warrior, this is it. Light heavyweight rankings, top contender. You see Jan at 2, Magomed Ankalaev at 3. And there's the preview, UFC 282, Bryce Mitchell, Ilya Topuria, Robbie Lawler, and Santiago Ponzinibbio, Paddy Pimblett and Jared Gordon, Jan Blachowicz versus Magomed Ankalaev in the co-main, and then Yuri Prohaska and Glover Teixeira in the main card. It's an okay card. Yuri and Glover was perhaps the best light heavyweight fight ever. And maybe that's the reason that the rest of the main card is just not quite as strong. Roberts 282, pretty stat. It's the main event of the evening, yes. Maybe I'm just spoiled, Robert. Tied for 8th most takedowns in lightweight history with 31. Ion Kudalaba warming up in the back. All right, main event of the evening next. Yeah, my wife woke up sick yesterday, Robert, and you know I didn't kick her out of the bed. So I'm got to make sure I don't wear myself down too much. Got to drink more beer, I guess. King James rewatch the Yuri Glover fight today, and it's already a classic. Oh, it is, man. Looking forward to Bryce winning and talking to Joe Rogan after fights. Yeah, that's worth the price of admission. I got Yuri and Yan for that fight. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm a bit spoiled, and I guess the only one I disagree with, I mean, Paddy Pimblett and Jared Gordon. I mean, is that really a main card fight? I don't think so, but I mean, everything else I guess is pretty solid. And PBR Street Gang with the super chat says, more PBR is always the answer. Thank you, PBR, his second super chat of the night. PBR's paid for the whole six-pack here in the last 2 days. Donation last night, 2 donations tonight. Thank you, sir. And a super chat earlier in the week. Or super thanks, excuse me. Polish Powers going to smash. Yeah, I got Yuri and Jan too, Phil. But man, I mean, Glover had that fight though. He had it until he didn't. You know, until the very, very end. Magomed Ankalaev is a minus 225 favorite in that fight too, by the way. I think I might have to lay some money down on Jan. I can't believe. Give me 2-1 on Jan. Yeah, man. Yeah, I like that. Look at this on the prelims next week, though. Alexander Gustafsson and Ovince St. Preux. Darren Till's on the prelims. These are strong prelims. They're bringing it. This is one of the big things on the pay-per-views, though, is they have great prelims, too. Darren Till and Dricus Duplessis. Dricus a slight favorite. Jairzinho Rosenstruck and Chris Daukaus. Edmund Sheboygan returns against Dalcha Lungambula. Alexander Hernandez back against Billy Carantino. Look at this, Chris Curtis and Joaquin Buckley. I'm not making this up. TJ Brown and Eric Silva. Wow, the prelims is almost better than the main card. Chris Curtis and Joaquin Buckley. What a striker's delight. And we have not seen Edmund Sheboygan in a while either. Be interesting to see if he's retooled. Jairzinho Rosenstruck and Chris Daukaus, I think, is a great matchup. Definitely stacked. Forgot Till was on there. I did too, man. Yeah, no, December 3rd is Stephen Thompson and Kevin Holland. So nothing next week. Yeah, week after. I'll be tuning for that, definitely. Nice. Yeah, the next UFC, anyways, is a pretty stacked one. And like I said, that is Wonder Boy and Kevin Holland. And here comes Ion Kudalaba. Tough dude. Oops, I didn't mean to start the round clock there. I was just trying to fix the tip jar. All right, 13 first-round finishes for Ion. Finished 14 of his 16 wins, 12 knockouts, 8th fastest finish in lightweight history, 22 seconds. And second highest takedown accuracy in light heavyweight history was 63.3%. Ion Kudalaba is a lot to handle. And I can't wait to gorge myself with some turkey in the works. Right? Don't know why Till hasn't repaired his knee that's been injured since Jorge lost. Yeah, he took a lot of time off. He never did anything to it, though, huh? I was hoping maybe he was doing something, stem cells or something. I heard that he was looking at traveling to get some stem cell therapy, but I don't know that he ended up doing it. Robert listens to a lot of podcasts. You hear anything about it, Robert? I thought maybe Brennan Schaub mentioned it. All right, and coming down to the cage now, Kennedy Nzechukwu. Kennedy Zhumagulov. He is a scary dude. The African Savage, Kennedy Nzechukwu. I was surprised to see him come out as a favorite against Ion Kudalaba, though. So you notice, notice they're not showing any of the crowd or anything here at the Apex. They do sell seats and packages. I wonder if there was nobody willing to put up enough money, because the seats are very expensive. I mean, obviously they're private. They're right next to the cage, and they try to get companies to pitch in and buy it, but they're crazy expensive. Thank you, Robert. Says, yeah, I went for stem cells. Okay, I thought he was going to. I know he got a bad eye poke from a sparring match. I'm going to look up the price of that real quick, just because I am curious now. December 3rd might not be at the Apex, though, right? No, it's in Orlando. So December 17th, Canyoneer and Strickland is the next Apex card. And VIP experiences is the only thing they sell. Yeah, starting at $2,000 per person. Yeah, no thank you. I'll go to a big UFC with an actual crowd and enjoy being in that crowd, because I'm not a rich asshole. And, pay $100 or $200. Maximum. I've never paid $200 for a fight ticket. I'm trying to think of what the most I paid for a fight ticket. I want to say it was just over 100 when we were in Boise, and we were 7 rows from the cage. Got to get me some stem cells for my back. Sugar just went for stem cells as well. I heard that. All right, Kennedy, 2 years older at 30 years old, 4 inches taller at 6'5", an 8-inch reach advantage at 83 inches for Kennedy Nzechukwu. And maybe those stats alone is why he's a favorite over Ion Kudalaba. Doctor said I need a backiotomy. Ooh, that's not good to hear. Shit, most I paid for a ticket was $180 to go see Joe Rogan at TD Gardens, Boston. Mike Bell, Doug Crosby, and Chris Lee are the judges. Referee for this one will be Keith Peterson. And here we are From the Apex in Las Vegas via Seattle, Washington, it is the main event of the evening. Let's get it on! It's a line from Half-Baked. Oh, that's funny. I love that movie. Plus 145 underdog representing the Republic of Moldova. 16 wins against 8 losses and 1 draw. Ion Kudalaba. On the Hulk Cutelaba. He's going to need to Hulk out to win tonight. This guy is a monster. Representing Dallas, Texas, a minus 170 favorite, 10 wins against 3 losses. They call him the African Savage, Kennedy Zhumagulov. Doctor recommended T-cell therapy, but I opted out once I found out how they are harvested. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I want to know, but I think I know by the way you said that. All right, Kudalaba, Zachukwu. Oh, and this is a full Apex. They just weren't making very much noise, I guess. So I guess they did sell those tickets. I just still cannot believe how much they charge to sit at the Apex. If I was rich, I don't think I would pay $2,000. Oh, big shots from Kudalaba. Big right uppercuts in Kudalaba. Now grabbing Kennedy around the waist, trying to get the takedown. Kennedy's a tough takedown, though. He's just a strong dude. He's got to walk around at least 230. I don't want to square up with that dude. Kudalaba ain't messing around. Yeah, it takes Kennedy down. Kennedy right back up, but uppercuts him underneath from Kudalaba. Ion Kudalaba, talk about a guy who's better than his record, though. That's the Hulk Ion Kudalaba. 16-8, very deceptive. Had some tough losses early in his career, and I mean, really has faced a lot of the best guys in the UFC. And Kennedy straightening up against the fence. Nice knee there for Kudalaba. But Kennedy's about to break free. Oh, Ion, nice sweep on the inside. Gets a beautiful Ochigari right into half mount. Beautiful throw there for Ion. And Kennedy, you could just watch him falling like a giant. It was like watching Andre the Giant fall in wrestling or something. It's like slow motion. We got a Dallas fighter on the card. Got to root for the local guy. Yep, Kennedy's Boxing has approved. Robert says agree. Yeah, it definitely has. And Ion looking to move to mount here where he is almost undeniable in mount. Kennedy doing a good job of keeping Ion where he's at, but he is in half mount here. Ion with his right arm wrapped around Kennedy's head. I'm just waiting to see him start dropping some elbows. Now full guard for Kennedy as Ion throws body head. Oh, and Kennedy trying to get back up. He's standing, but Ion's got the body lock. Kennedy's about to go for a ride again, I think. Kennedy, very good balance here, though. Does not go down. Squares back up. Ion using a lot of energy to move Kennedy around. Like I said, he's got to walk around at least 230. That's got to be a hellacious cut. And now Kennedy turns it around, gets the underhook, goes for the throw, but Ion, the better grappler, lands a great Uchimata and right into side control. And there's a lot of things he can do from here. And beautiful ground and pound here from Ion. He's just got a headlock and just giving him like noogies on top of the head, like you might have your brother when you were growing up. Oh, and Kennedy slips out though. Slips around the back, and now Ion up, and now Kennedy with the body lock. We'll see if he can get the takedown. Going for the sweep on the inside. Ion's such a good grappler, though. I would be kind of surprised if Zhumagulov was able to take Ion down. He's one of the best grapplers in the light heavyweight division. Zhachukwu's, he's definitely working on it, though. That was such a beautiful counter, though. That was just textbook. That's what judo is. When somebody comes in for like a double leg like that, and Ion landed that Uchimata, that was just beautiful. Kudalaba goes full throttle from the start. The old toe stomp. Yes, he does. And foot stomps here from Ion. Those are good foot stomps because those are the heel right on the toe. With a lot of leverage. Good round for Ion Kudalaba. Guys, I am still upset that they did not give Waldo Acosta a 10-8. I'm still thinking about that. A 10-8 for that second round. Just take away 10-8 as an option. One of those would make me tap, right? Yeah, we don't think about, you think about the foot stumps a lot of times. Oh, it's just kind of somebody's trying to stay busy, trying to score points. No, when you got full leverage of your heel right on a toe, oh man. What did he have to do more than that 10-8 for that 10-8? Yeah, it's not his fault that Sherman wasn't going down. I'm just... Good 1-2 from Kennedy to start the second. Oh, good inside leg kick from Kudalaba. Oh, nice exchange. Both guys land. Oh, good 1-2 from Ion. And Kennedy's corner. Good job telling him he's down around. Oh, both guys just banging. Both guys land spinning back for some Ion. This is not a smart game. Oh, flying knee lands for Kennedy. He times the takedown attempt from Kudalaba. And a great body kick. Oh, that's a groin kick, though, right at 420. And Kennedy says, I don't give a fuck, Jack. Let's go. Keith Peterson was ready to give him a minute. Kennedy's like, no way, brother. Wow, and a flying knee again for Kennedy. Ion needs to wrestle immediately. Another flying knee for Kennedy. Ion's hurt. A huge right uppercut. Ion's ready to go. A 1-2. And big shots from Ion Kudalaba. Oh, my goodness. And it is all over. Kennedy Nzechukwu knocks out Ion Kudalaba in the second round. And that's why it's nice to be entertaining, but it's better to win. Ion Kudalaba gets away from his wrestling, gets into a firefight with a harder hitter, a superior striker, and he pays the price. Yes, this is the official main event replacement. Kennedy getting going now. Yeah, he took that nut shot. Wow, what a flying knee, too. But, yeah, he took that nut shot, and he's like, I don't give a fuck, Jack. I'm ready to go. He just had this look in his eyes like, I'm in this thing. That was awesome. Yes, it was. Wow, Zachukwu just pounding Ion Kudalaba. He really didn't need that last shot. Keith Peterson gave him plenty of chances, though. Damn. All right, I gotta rewind that to get that replay over on Twitter. Because that was wild. And Kennedy says, "Thank you, Jesus," afterwards. You can hear him. Kennedy Zhumagulov. Look at this flying knee on Ion Kudalaba. Beautiful timing. Takedown attempt from Ion, and Ion got into a firefight with the wrong dude. Landed several flying knees in this second round, and that one really hurt Ion. Bam! And then Kennedy just unloads. He probably didn't need to take every one of those shots, especially this one coming up that draws in Keith Peterson mercifully stepping in. Big knockout for Kennedy Nzechukwu stepping in for the main event after a Derrick Lewis-Sergey Spivac canceled fight. Wow, and that round still, he knocked him out so quickly. That round still, round clock's still going down. It is over though. Wow. And Kennedy says, even though I fought July 9th, there's so many changes we've made since then. And he thanks Ryan Spann, who got a big victory last week. Ryan Spann took my fucking money over Dominic Reyes. And Kennedy says he thanks everybody down to the janitors. What a classy dude. And that's one of the fun things about this fight is you have these savage men like the savage African Kennedy Nzechukwu that are just, as soon as that bell rings, they're just the nicest guys. Man, and that knee, wow. It's amazing that Ion wasn't knocked out by that knee. And Kennedy just timed it perfectly as Kudalaba was coming in for that takedown. All right, and here's the link for anybody that didn't get to see that or just wants to see it again. There's the link for that knockout. Damn, best sport ever, right? Good. Oh, definitely a good stoppage. Ever drop something on your bare foot? Yep, hurts like hell. Foot stomps for the win. Marco Huas. Huas. That knee was for the devil. Wow. Yes, it was. You post finish without risk, Mike. The UFC's never tagged me on Twitter. BKFC's the only one that tags me, and I don't try with them anymore because they flat put a DCMA against me a couple times now. So you don't want to play around with those. What's up, Waldo? Anthony? Score live? Well, I mean, I had it 10-9 for Kudalaba going into the second, but, you know, Zhumagulov just took him out in the second round. I think it's a good stoppage, too. At least it was a good replacement fight. That was great. Yes. Yeah, I'm happy with it. King James, you were right. You can tell his striking got better. Noticed a couple fights back and never knew who worked with him. I guess Ryan Spann, several other guys too. Cool, good. Check post out now. Nice. What's up, Ice Cold Fox? This great event. Yeah, it did end up being a very good event, despite, especially for losing the main event. Dana says to Kennedy, he grabs him, he says, "You're a smart guy." He said, "Listening to everything your coach told you to do." So, all right, on schedule, 2 weeks from today, Stephen Thompson, Kevin Holland, and then, of course, a week after that, UFC 282, Prochaska and Teixeira 2. Then the week after that, Cannonier and Strickland, December 17th. So if anybody's in the Orlando area, though, you're going to get a rare opportunity anymore to go to a fight night, Orlando, Florida, Stephen Thompson, Kevin Holland, and that's a pretty stacked card. UFC and ESPN dropped in on the chat a while back, if I remember right. UFC did, yeah. Yeah, UFC did, and Bellator's been in on our Bellator chat. BKFC has commented on several of our videos. I wonder if they know I'm the same guy on Twitter that they've DCMA'd a couple times, but hopefully not. Says, you are correct, PBR. Well, they need to sponsor me. That's the thing. They need to give me some sponsorship money. I don't know. I guess I need to get a wider reach. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody that stayed. Even though the main event, it's unfortunate. Let's see if we can find anything out about Derrick. So you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for the good commentary, Mike. I'll be around. Cheers. The fights of friends. Thank you. Cheers, Phil. And we'll pin that one. Let's just go because it's on my mind. What did I just say I was going to check out? No, I forgot. See you, Phil D. You too. Cheers. I can't believe I just forgot what I was going to check out. But like I said, anybody in the Orlando, Florida area, if you get a chance to go to a fight night, highly recommend it. Next week we'll do BKFC. You know what I want? I want to look at that BKFC card because I don't know anything about it. So let's check that out real quick before we go. Searching for Derrick Lewis injury, the entire card. Yeah, that's what I was going to do was look up. Wow. Nobody owns BKFC.com? Oh, somebody owns it. They're holding it. They stole it. I was like, okay. That's why it's bareknuckle.tv. Yeah, it's BKFC UK Newcastle next week. And we haven't done a BKFC in a while though, just because not because I haven't wanted to, but it's always on same time as something else. So let's go to the Newcastle fight card. Starting at noon Pacific, so not a bad time. Looks like we got some heavyweights in the main event. Terrell and Banks. Honestly, I don't. Oh, Godbeer's on here. Definitely know who Godbeard is. Fishgold's on here. Prelims, a lot of guys I don't know, but BKFCs are always entertaining. Yeah, Fishgold, Goldberg, Beer, Owens on this one. Aaron Holmes. So yeah, quite a few guys that I'm not real familiar with because they're from the English bare knuckle scene, but I mean they have a bigger scene there. They've had a bare knuckle scene again for a long time there in England, a lot longer. We abandoned it for a long time. They have the gypsy fights. They have a lot of bare knuckle competition. So I'm sure they got a lot of good guys over there. BKFC, let's go. My brother moved to Orlando. I'm going there July 2023. Nice. Hello, Dean. Yes, Dean in the house. Cheers. Good Lord, Sanko got them big cans. Cheers, Fox. Robert, I concur, my friend. What's up, AJ? Frank Nabs, they said Derrick was sick. Thinking food poison. Yeah, I probably went and ate a big, huge meal after weigh-ins, knowing Derrick. Hopefully somebody didn't food poison him. Can't figure out how to get into Twitter without registration in my live's history, but they allow me to direct post if I click on Mike's posted link. Hey, well, there you go. Good stuff. Oh, yeah, I see here. All right, guys. Well, it was not, like I said, it would have been nice to get the Derrick Lewis versus Sergey Spivac main event, but it ended up being good anyways. Ended up being a good card. I had fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Some good fights. And next week, no UFC, but we'll do BKFC on Saturday. Hey, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. If I don't see you post a video before then, have a good time with your family and your friends. Safe week. I appreciate each and every one of you. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses next time.